Hello everyone and welcome back to Fatum Iratus, Lord of the Dead, Fatum Aeterna, the fate of the Eternal, to forever act as the avatar of death, to cleanse the mortal filth. Now we are resuming where I left things off last time. I'm going to get us some free experience. Watch, behold, the magic at work. Look at all this junk. Fortunately, I would like to keep all this. Speaking of keeping all this, I'm going to equip the Archmage's robe, because our next fight involves some more. Now, we are a little wounded, but the most heavily wounded is Gratnaka, our Wraith, who's pretty evasive and pretty durable. So I think we don't have to distill. I also went ahead and gave him one of our Sadist hands. This increases damage dealt by 10%. Does apply distress as well. Because we have two, I figured we might as well use it, not just have it sitting in the inventory. Last time we lost Lauhi. Poor Banshee. And I like Banshees, and she has a lot of uses. So I'm thinking about bringing her back. But as you can see, we're not doing so hot in the brain department. Because I have another plan I want to try too, that involves a skeleton and a lost soul. Because we haven't seen a lost soul in a long time. So I think we could do some really fun, like, hyper carry Nergaleth stuff, who I did give the nails of paint to. This increases the crit damage dealt and reduces crit damage received by 20% for both. So I figured maybe we can kind of lean into Nergaleth being a hyper carry. He does have the Vampire Fangs to allow him to heal. So that would just make a full group of just with Ossifrage. So Ossifrage in first, Skeleton second, Nergaleth third, and then Lost Soul fourth. That would just be a very durable group. I'm not sure how tiring it would be. Maybe it would be tiring. Maybe it'd be fun. Who knows? You can let me know, though, if you have a strong opinion about it. Or not. Who knows? I don't want to do too much until... I don't want to do too much until we get more brains. I can move right meow. Do I do it? Do we move? Or do we just Bone Ward? The thing about Bone Ward here. The thing about Bone Ward is this could go south right quick if, you know, someone hits him and then the Musketeer shoots him. But even if it doesn't, it's a good way to save us from junk. Oh no. Whatever will I do? Be super greedy, because what else am I going to do? Now, I guess if we are going to try and crit with Nergaleth, then I should not really use a muck on him. This does reduce luck by 12, which is your crit, of course. But, you know, something we can consider. I'm going to go ahead and eat some debuffs here. And by some, I mean all of them. Again, another healthy 24 heal. Not bad. The Oracle is probably dead. So, you know, we'll just let her die, as it were. As Ossifrage continues to tank all the things. Lel. I am really liking the Wraith's item. It just is so good. Good old Wraith. Gratnaka. I was like, did I name you? I sure did. It was the least familiar of all of the names. I've never heard of Gratnaka before. Where, of course, Nergaleth I am slightly more familiar with. And I've heard of Mothdead before. Who I... Full transparency, I've raised a death flag for Mothdead. In the comments, someone reminded me of Rafam, the Arch Thief, a pretty well-known mummy from...
As worthless as you were in life, you will be worth something in death.
Well, he's an ethereal, right? Is that technically a mummy? From Hearthstone? Depending on how you know him from Hearthstone, you may hate him, you may love him. But that would have been a great name. I love the name Rafam. And he's so rude, too. It would have just meshed together perfectly. So my response was, that would have been a great name. But on the bright side, now we have another name for a mummy in case... Here's where the death flag comes. In case we go double mummy, which some people have asked me to do, and I see the benefit and it might happen. Or if Mothdet dies. So I opened the door to death for our good old mummy friend. Not because I dislike him. I think she is doing quite well, actually. I think the mummy's character design is male, but Mothdet is a female, so, you know. Cat goddess. I love cats. And most goddesses.
Mine is the winning side.
So it works out. You can see that Halion is chilling out in the arena, practicing his magic. What are we doing? We are holding these points. We want to upgrade evasion. Remember, every point in evasion is going to be stacking with the unique item, so it's a good idea. Now, Damien, a longtime fan of the Bone Golem, has a question, and I don't have the answer, which is, how does this percentage-based mitigation scale with armor and resistance? Well, specifically, his question was about how it's calculated. Like, is the percentage damage calculated first, and then the armor or resistance will mitigate what happens after that? That would be best case scenario. Or is the armor or resistance counted first, and then the resistance or the percentage goes in? That would be slightly worse. Either way, it does reduce the damage you take. So, Asafraj will be receiving some points in armor. Like now. Okay. Glad we had that discussion. And I'm probably going to give him initiative next time. I do want to continue spamming Vigor, but I don't want to sit here and do nothing for 3 turns. You know? That kind of feels bad. Show me an artifact. A good one, preferably. I'm not even sure what I'm looking for right now. Well, none of these. I'm looking for exactly none of these. I am curious about this glass dagger. Now, I told you that this weapon sucks. I hate this weapon. I really do. But, you know, Gurath Naka is technically evading things and not being hit. And I'm pretty sure block and ward doesn't count as being hit. So we can kind of just keep this active on people with spamming blocks and wards on them.
Ah, I can use this.
I'll take it. I don't like it, but I'm curious. We have before us a Dwarven warrior, Dwarven alchemist, Dwarven traitor, and the elite Dwarven oracle. How do we feel about this? We feel that the traitor has to die. Okay. Good discussion. Now, with our talent points, we picked up Haste and Black Incense in the last episode. We could head towards Fate, and I kind of want to. It is worth pointing out, though, that right now, our current positioning here, Nergleth would not be able to do what I want him to do. Did I get that? I did, okay. This could be a metric amounts of damage. I'm really curious. I'm super curious. Okay.
Spells, hexes, curses, all are at my command.
I'm really curious. Okay. But, where are we doing? We have 65 Digger Souls, which means probably holding for another Obelisk upgrade. Okay. Glad that was discussed. Onward to the next combat. We don't have a whole lot we can change. We don't need Helion at all right now. He is there primarily to combat structures, and we aren't fighting a structure. We're fighting dwarves. And I did double check before I began recording. Look at this. Gray matter. We have the talent. Where are my brains? Mildly irritated. Oh. Hi, Nergaleth. What's up? Everyone is reasonably... I'm gonna amok Guruthnaka, I think.
Rage released.
And we're gonna start chipping away at the trader.
Give them no mercy.
The trader does have the most evasion here, so he's gonna be the most annoying to hit. That was a sizable hit, and I was about to say it was because of the glass dagger, but it wasn't, because I didn't equip it, even though I wanted to. For science. Does this apply to himself? I think it does, right? I wish you had debuffed Mofdet. Then I could have done something fun.
Now that's gonna leave a mark.
I did that primarily to start chipping away at the wards on the Elite Oracle. Lol. Yes, skip your turn. Do nothing. You see nothing. Alright, I missed again. Okay. And I missed again. How much evasion is this? It's, 57. Ooh. Admittedly, that's a little more than I thought it was going to be. I could try and interrupt it with Ossifrage, but it would literally be a coin toss on whether or not it would work. Because of his very low accuracy. Very low accuracy. Ooh, I'm kind of curious actually. Why hasn't your thing... Oh, it's done now. Say, why hasn't your thing been removing his curses? Oh, it has. Okay. There's just no effect for it? Bizarre. Oh no! I've been marked. Omega lol. You've unlocked my real power. That's not what it was. What was I gonna say? Oh yeah, you triggered my trap card. You walked right into that one. And I screwed it up too, so we're both, you know. Bye-bye. We both messed up. It's okay. Messing up happens, Mr. Dwarf. As you die. Obviously, I messed up less. So how do we counter this evasion? You might be wondering. I'm glad you asked.
Hope there will still be enough left to reanimate.
I don't know. I mean, we could just keep rolling it. That's one way to counter it. There we go. See? I told you. Just keep rolling. Nothing could possibly ever go wrong. What am I doing? Sure. Remember, Mofdet is healing. So... she's not in, like, ridiculous need of assistance. Oh no! Whatever shall I do? They have another ward! Well, was I being dramatic enough? I was trying.
Toss them in with the rest.
Alright, well, this went
Your
swimmingly.
frail bodies fail you.
That was a 135 crit. And we got a Bane Aura. And a level 9 brain. Thank you, video game. See, all you have to do is complain about something, and then it gives it to you. It's true for most situations. Let's go ahead and build a shade real quick. A shade right quick. Make sure it's not using any of our good parts. I was thinking, we should probably use those. And
you know, the dead do surprisingly good construction work.
It helps when they don't have to eat and they don't get exhausted, you know? That does kind of help. I think we're going to pop this into vigor. Get up to 100 vigor. And then call it good. Then Nergleth can just focus on Demahe, such as luck. Dread, luck, and evasion, I think all we're leveling now. We could put one more point in accuracy, bring it to 120, that magical number. If it isn't actually magical, I don't know. I just feel like it is. Dread. B-E. Aggressive. I think I'm gonna put that button. I still haven't decided how we want to upgrade Absorb Curses yet.
Get back to battle.
That helps our accuracy issue as well. But I like Vengeance Beam. I always have kind of liked the idea of Vengeance Beam. Even though I kind of forgot Hex Beam existed last episode at the start, I did eventually remember. It came back to me, you know? You're at full health. Good old Zambi. I have no idea what I'm going to do with you. Are you full health? You are. Okay. Fountains are curious. Because I feel like they're either incredibly helpful or a waste of space. And nothing really in between. We have the best fountains, though, are the ones right before the boss. You can always count on those to do you some good. We have a Dwarfen Warrior, Dwarven Alchemist, Elite Dwarfen Alchemist, and Dwarven Musketeer. How do we feel about this?
Now I will make mortals tremble before me. Well, even more than previously.
I'm going to use the glass dagger here. We're going to see how it works. I feel like Nergaleth is going to get it procced off him real quick, which is who I really want it to be on. But we'll see. Yes, hit Ossifrosh. He doesn't care. He really doesn't. We're going to go with hitting the Alchemist. That was 35.
Rage released.
It was nothing special. That wasn't bad. Boop. Buff him. Boop. I don't know why that's so amusing to me. Boop. I do boop Kuka's snoot all the time. Kuka being the mascot of Fableheim, the channel. The little picture. She's my cat. I love her so much. And I boop her snoot all the time, and it drives her insane. But you can't be a cat parent if you don't drive your cat insane. It's just kind of the unwritten rule there. Mostly because any form of affection can drive them insane if they aren't feeling like it. Which I relate to that. I feel that deep in me bones. So I take no offense to it. Do you have 0? You have exactly 2. Okay.
This will be your...
Now you have 0 sanity. Ow. Ow. Okay, it does actually kind of hurt a little bit. But I can eat 2 buffs? Yeah. Let's recover some health, shall we? Okay, this took quite the path. But now I can Pestilent Rain. We don't have Fate yet, though, do we? No. Anyway, let's heal. Undesirable. That works out, though.
This is my kind of entertainment.
I keep forgetting about Plague Garden. The... Gorathnaka? There's no extra A in there. There are 3 A's, not 4 A's. Gorathnaka and Nergaleth kind of want to be in the same position, both in the 3rd slot. Which is kind of frustrating. but is how it is. Look at that. I spit on you. That was more like puke, wasn't it? That wasn't really spit. They're both puke. One of them looked like flies, and the other one looked like legitimate puke. I hope no one's eating.
For the stockpiles.
I missed with my wrap ability. Okay, it's fine.
A sad display for mortal kind.
You know what? Moth that's growing on me. Nice. Do we have anyone that uses armor? No. Wait, does the Banshee... Do I have 3 items for the Banshee? Not you. This one. No, okay. Who uses armor? Oh, the skeleton. Yes, I see. It's all coming to... What's your fourth part? So we have a rare ectoplasm, a legendary dust, and a rare ranks. We could make a very powerful Banshee. We're missing a heart here. We do have a level 9 brain as well. The Banshee could be back. It could be a thing. I even know the name I want to use for her. There was a name that's recommended, or that was recommended to me for the Banshee. I'm sorry, I can't remember your name off the top of my head. I can picture your profile icon, or your YouTube icon. I can't remember your name. I'm really sorry. And it's Sylvanas the Banshee Queen from Warcraft. Now, if you just played Warcraft 3, and maybe like Classic WoW or BC, you'd be perfectly happy with that. Sylvanas is a great character. If you've been paying attention lately, you just want to kill her. So, sorry, Sylvanas will not be joining us. But here's our quest. We have... Your march leaves your enemies in disarray. Steadily, you can see them retreating before your might. In this particular instance, you encounter a large number of dwarves right in the middle of their evacuation process. A perfect opportunity to gain a few more miniature limbs. However, these dwarves are not carrying supplies or weapons. They are carrying chests, and you notice the sparkle of treasure underneath the lids. As the dwarves see you approach, they quickly board the carriages and flee. Now, full disclosure, I've seen this quest before, and I'm assuming that each option is static. Like, it doesn't change the result, but we're about to find out, because we're going to pursue them without caution. Chase them with abandon.
Toss it with the rest.
The dwarves were never particularly fast on their feet, and even on carriages powered by steam, the passages were far too narrow for them to get any decent speed. Your shambling corpses, as it turns out, are far faster, especially when spurred on by the will of the Eternal Necromancer. Your minions drive them into a corner and dispatch the entire group. Now, their treasures are yours. Yep, it's static. If you pursue them with caution, they get away. And I have no idea what happens if you have a ghoul, because I've never had a ghoul. Minions gain plus 13 luck and minus 13 accuracy until the battle ends. That's a curious item. I don't like it. But it's a curious item. Minions gain plus 1 block and plus 1 ward, but their initiative is reduced to 0. Well, I don't like that either. We have, like, no initiative compared to the enemy, but do we really want to have 0 initiative? What in the name of Zinch's-ness? Hold on. We need to change something. This.
Fetching.
So, what we're looking at here. Elite Dwarfen Trader. Elite Dwarfen Alchemist. Elite Dwarven Oracle. Elite Dwarven Treasurer. I should probably take off the glass dagger. I mean, it'd be so great if I can keep it on. but I'm pretty sure the alchemists, they all have AoE attack, except for the Oracle. So it's very unlikely I'm going to keep it for like any length of time. But I guess I'm going to try and use it to burst down the trader, because it gives us additional accuracy. Oh, this is going to be a fight and a half, my friends. Alright, well, here we go. Okay, so wards are chipped away on the first two characters. Oh, ye sod. I can't target him here. Okay. Okay. Think. How are we doing this? How are we doing this? We are, I guess, gonna chip away at the alchemist then. This is why Dispel is a great spell. I guess I'm gonna start chipping away at the Oracle. This is a bizarre fight because they're like all support characters in some capacity. Ancillary support, sure, but support still, nevertheless. I did that to chip away at the wards, not because I thought it was a good idea. Speaking of wards. They're back. They're back! What do we got? Betrayal? Okay. Is this 2 or 1? 2. That's not what I want. Actually, maybe it is. Maybe that is what I want. I haven't decided yet. Because watch this. You're gonna love it, I promise. Well, except for missing the trader. That's not part of the plan. Oh my. Okay. Forgot about that. I'm literally just gonna burn him through the stance. Isn't that hilarious? That was a betrayal. In case you're wondering how he missed his own friend. So, the funny thing here is Pestilent Rain.
You don't know why? There's no sun up in the sky. Bony weather incoming.
I really don't want to use... Okay, I figured it out. I figured out the code. Have I? Can the mummy move back by itself? No, it can't, right? Okay. This is a really complicated fight. And it might just get more complicated. Are you gonna do it again? No, okay. So, we've removed all of the wards. All of them are gone. We got a curse on everybody without triggering the stance to remove it. He's... Actually, I can... Okay, good. We just need Ossifrage to go now, so we're going to delay. The downside, of course, here is that Ossifrage cannot apply Bone Ward if he's doing what we need him to do, but we need him to do the thing he's going to do. Just kidding? No longer need that. The situation has changed once again. We are in a rapidly developing moment. So, about that Bone Ward. I was going to use Ossifrage to interrupt the Elite Trader, in case you were curious about what was happening here. I could heal, but I don't need to heal. In fact, it's time to Vengeance, I think. Vengeance? Vengeance.
Perish!
Oh, I'm so glad I picked up Vengeance Beam. Yes, mark the mummy. What could possibly go wrong? I wonder. Panic. Bye-bye. Now I can finally hit you. Oh no. The mummy is continuing to be hit.
Ashes to ashes,
Dust to dust. Whatever shall I do? It's not like Mofdet heals every single turn. It's not like Mofdet can remove the buffs whenever he so feels. For debuffs. It's not like the debuffs are empowering Mofdet. Not your brightest moment here, dwarves. Well, we did it, team. The weirdest elite battle I've ever seen. Nailed. Okay. Ooh, is this the... Nice Ninja Brain. Is this the completion of the Humanorium for level 2? We also got a Pharaoh's Mask. Nice! The Pokedex is complete! For this level. We have them all. Yes! I love completing the Pokedex. Speaking of completing the Pokedex, I'm missing one from from the first floor too. I'm pretty sure there was someone in the Discord that posted a script that had the complete Pokedex, but that ruins the fun of collecting it myself, you know? I want to fill this entire thing out by killing everything endlessly until it's done. Yeah, I don't know where I was going with that. That's just where I ended up. Mofdet. We're saving this point. I don't care about evasion on you. Mofdet can get a maximum of plus 12 evasion. Wow. Revolutionary. Ossifrage. We were going to go with initiative. The reason here being that the faster Ossifrage goes, the sooner he can bone ward something that is going to die. And that seems important. Mutilate. I really don't care which of these happens, but I want more vigor.
Serve me well, my minion.
I would have followed that logic for Destroy to Terminate, but being able to pull people can be very useful. We haven't used it yet, but it's there when we need it, and that's the important part. Okay, now, I'm pretty sure I'm going to the right. And by pretty sure, I mean I'm feeling a 99% level of confidence that I'm going to the right. Okay. Done. Iratus gains experience. Iratus can get fate.
Hey, I want to show you a little magic trick.
Iratus wants to show you a magic trick. We have in this battle a Dwarven warrior, an elite Dwarven trader, Dwarfen barbarian, and a Dwarven musketeer. Sorry about that. I was needed elsewhere. But I have returned, and we will be commencing our operation in a moment. The random piece we got from the Dread Lake, whatever, was the Pharaoh Mask. A random enemy loses minus 30 luck until battle ends. I hate this item. Now, this would synergize very well with Mofdet, assuming it doesn't land on somebody that has 30 or more luck, because that would bring them into the negative, and then Mofdet can go boom and build them up. That's true. That's true. But it is completely uncontrollable. I'm never going to use this. It's completely uncontrollable, and that kind of makes me not like it, and I kind of want to destroy it, and I'm kind of going to destroy it. You know what? We'll use it for one battle so I can prove my point.
This item finds its way into my capable hands.
And maybe, just maybe, it will surprise me. I am open to being surprised. Speaking of being open, though, this. We're saving for Dispel. Dispel is one of those abilities that if something has gone horribly awry, you can fix it. Also, I was given a great tip We're saving for the library. Okay. I was thinking about what to do with the Digger Sills. I was given a great tip to deal with the Berserkers, but unfortunately, that character's not here. I'm actually going to leave it up to you guys, I think. Well, I would like your feedback. I don't want to say it that way. I like your feedback. Do you want the Banshee to return? I do love the Banshee. And I think, like I said, that she might, even if people say no, she might inevitably return just because I think she's pretty strong. Or, now that we have some more brains, would you like to see Skeleton plus Lost Soul? Because I've been thinking about this, and it's bugging me. Not like in a negative way, but in like a, could this actually work way? Because I've used the Lost Soul a long time ago, and she is a very bizarre character. But I can't help but feel like I can make it work. And it's that feeling that's like gnawing away at you, like I have to see this sort of feeling, you know? So you can let me know, do you want to see, with our extra brains, Skeleton, Lost Soul, Science, or do you want me to just bring back the Banshee and keep going with Howl, I guess? Or both. We might even have enough brains to do both, and I'm open for that. But the reason I was speaking about the Banshee is because one of the ways to counter the Berserker, which we haven't been doing, last time I was so focused on just burning them down that I kind of forgot that the Banshee can restore sanity. And his trigger thingy only is in effect for every 10 points of missing sanity. So if he gets hit by an AoE, for example, and loses some, you can just restore it, and then his attack is just baseline. And you get mana out of it. You can farm mana off of him. So, you know, a thought. I really don't want to hit the Berserker right now. I think the slow and steady approach is the correct one. And I read your name because I knew I was going to say it. I knew I was going to talk about it. And I have completely forgotten. Darn. I'm sorry.
You will soon embrace your new existence.
Negative luck. I'm gonna wrath you. I'm gonna wrath you. That's quite the threat, isn't it? Oh, look.
Don't know why. There's no sun up in the sky. Bony weather incoming.
I'm gonna wait. I'm gonna try and interrupt this 50-50. Here we go. Nailed it. I mean, calculated. That's what I say, right? Calculated. I am 3 wrath off of a beam. Oh wait, no, I'm 13. Okay, that feels better. It feels less annoying. Anyway. Uh-oh. Don't you dare, you little... Okay. I thought for sure that he was gonna shoot Nergaleth. Like, I felt it in my bones. But I'm glad he didn't. Okay, well, we have someone to kill. And he's gotta die fast. Good job. Good job. So I feel like waiving this because it's time for the Dark Gods to take the wheel. Here we go.
Extinction of life.
Good job. That went well. That went much better than I was expecting, if I'm going to be completely honest. But I am also going to Bone War Nergalith just in case. Alright. Die. Die. Die.
Good.
Nice.
More materials. I didn't think it would be this easy.
We did it, team. We killed them all. I feel like I really enjoy this stacking the curse thing.
My will is a tide that will wash away your pathetic civilization.
Level 11 brain. I really like the stacking the curse thing because it feels like if they reach 0 sanity, we have so many curses on them that they're just gonna die. which feels like it gets rid of the whole uncertainty factor of the heart attacks. Just because with like 5 curses on you, you're being hit 5 times for sanity damage, you're probably gonna have a heart attack and die. So, we have reached an interesting decision. This can go in 2 directions here. With the Ghostly Veil, part of me wants Ectoplasmic Cloud because this allows you to have more... It allows it to last longer so that you can do more things in between having to recast it. I mean, we aren't using it at all right now. But, you know, if we were to need to use it, like if we were to try the evasion tank that I've talked about a few times, this might be helpful. But on the other side of that coin, this is more evasion. And it gives me 1 dread. Okay. I'm going to go with the Spectral Fog.
I expect results.
Because I feel like if I'm dropping a Spectral Fog, it's because I want the person inside of it to evade. That makes sense, right? I'm not just crazy. I mean, I could be, but... extra crazy. Muff that. What's up? Some luck? You want some luck? Okay. Have some luck. We can upgrade this 3 more times. And then we're done. Ossifrage. Hello. Armor. I talked about that earlier. Armor's good. Now this is what I'm looking. This is what I like to see. I like to be able to scroll down in my part selection. Ah, it's beautiful. Let's get a chance, shall we? Please give me something. Show me Grappling Hook or Robes of Potence. These are neither of those things. Heavy Armor. Minions gain +6 armor until the battle ends and have a 12% chance to miss their turn. I abhor this armor piece. It's... ooh. No. The Vagrant's Rags. We've seen this a few times. Increases the chance to receive uncommon or better parts by 25%. Good for a farming set. We've skipped it every single time because I've tried to make use of other things. And the Lancet. Iratus receives +14 spell power. Does this help us with what we're trying to do presently? No. No, it doesn't. We could still pick it up. We have like a spell power set thing going on.
A dark collecting.
That's a curious thing, isn't it? Look at this. We have the Cannonier's Garb. That's +10 spell power. The Lancet, +14 spell power. We're now at 24. And the Void Pendant, +16 spell power. That's 40 spell power. On top of the 23, you already have that 63 spell power. In the middle of level 2. Huh. I've been wondering, well, what can we do with that? Well, I'm glad you asked. Stoke the Flames? Anybody? No, wrong one. Infectious Lunacy? Anybody? We would have to go down this tree. And I want Dispel. I mean, we could also go for Slake the Darkness. This is kind of fitting our theme, these 2 abilities. But I feel like this doesn't scale well. I mean, it is only 6 mana. These are really good, in my experience, Sorrow and Slake the Darkness, for popping wards that are inconvenient. The Librarby, Unfrozen. Where you at, Unfrozen? I do really like the Unfrozen.
If only they weren't so difficult to motivate.
I know that feeling. I know that feeling. So what do we need for this? We need 100. Why does this feel like... Wasn't this like 200 in our Good Always Wins campaign? Our next battle... Our next battle, Dwarfen Berserker, Elite Dwarfen Warrior, Elite Dwarven Oracle, Elite Dwarven Geomancer. Okay. Let me think about this for a second. Now, the Geomancer is what I like to call a royal pain in Zipotox. Is there any way I can deal with this more efficiently? No. I said I was going to wear this. Oh yeah, that happened last time. I didn't even look for it, but it happened.
It embellishes my undead features, no?
I think I'm going to bring the Archmage's robe because there's a ward on the Geomancer and the Oracle. It's a little convenient. I'm going to distill because I'm a little concerned. Boop. Get rid of that level 6 brain. And, we're going to see what happens. This will be the last fight for today. So... Oh man, I'm so concerned about a number of things here. The Geomancer, in particular here, is going to be a problem. I can feel it in me bones. And I'm not quite sure how to deal with it, honestly. I'm kind of inclined to ignore the Berserker for as long as I can. Yeah, he's there in the first... Oh, he's going to get the double thingy, isn't he? Yeah. Well, I can no longer ignore him. Okay. Hear me out. I have to heal this, or I die. If the Berserker hits me. If the Berserker doesn't hit me, I can use this as a laser beam buffer. Play safe. Nope, don't get too greedy. Play safe. Ha! I called it. Ooh, that would have hurt a lot. That would have been terrifying, actually. Also, I feel like I'm gonna have to kill this now. Like, I was gonna try and work around it. Kind of feels like that's not possible anymore. Actually, it feels like Moff Dead is dead. That's what it feels like. This guy's gonna die, right? So he's dead. This is a weird sanity. Or insanity, excuse me. Because it's good for you in the fact that it's gonna kill him, but it's bad for you in the fact that he's gonna be very annoying while he dies. We can try and save this. Oh, this is so weird. Using Wrath in this capacity.
I unleashed your power.
Well. Okay. Now, Moftet being here is basically guaranteeing her death. So I have two options. Option 1. Move her behind Ossifrage. Option 2. Whip Guruthnaka into the first position and try and block stuff with block. Option 3. Pray to the Dark Gods, really? I think I just wait behind Ossifrage, even though I've been hit here so many times. But I feel like that's the only thing I can do. Please not... Ooh. Maybe alive. Maybe alive. Yeah, recover vigor. See how far that's going to get you. Let's see. Definitely a Bone Ward Moth deck. 0 questions.
One by one, life vanishes from this world.
So, the threats here are the Geomancer Stone. That. And that's it. Okay. Good job. Oh, that's so stressful. How we survived is a little bit beyond me. I'm going to Plague Ball this. Because, ooh, a crit's 22. That's a sizable amount. Wow, we can have some fun with Fate, because that hits 4 times. 22 times 4, quick maths, 88. Not bad. Please die.
My kingdom comes.
Either die or come really close to dying. Wait, why don't you have any curses on you? Okay. Ooh. I was gonna say that. Oh, you don't have any curses on you because I can't put any curses on you because you have a freaking ward. Freaking ward. 1. Oh, the armor. Now I'm gonna curse you. I was thinking about... a lot of things, honestly. There we go, he's dead.
Ah, your frail body.
I can talk about what I was thinking about later. Like next time. I'm not gonna forget because the thing I'm thinking about is gonna be staring us in the face. Right here. Yep, thinking about him. The good old inventor. 28 Digger Souls sitting at a whopping 57. What can we do? With that, upgrade the Dead Lake. Let's get a mummy. Another mummy. This isn't Rafam, this is just another mummy. Don't get him twisted. Boop, boop, boop. Yay! Hopefully we get some more artifacts now. Because I could use a few, like the grappling hook, like the robes of potence. If the game needed a hint. I'm going to go ahead and pick up Heavy Sling. This could be very useful later on. And it gives me evasion.
Now, prove yourself worthy of my investment.
I see this as an absolute win. So there are 2 things... Wow, actually, there are many things here that would be great. Well, I guess I'm going to go with Dread. I can upgrade this a total of 9 times. Oh, 6, 12, 48 to 50 Dread damage. Nurgleth. You what? Okay, remember that team comp I was talking about? There was like Bone Golem, Skeleton, Nurgleth, Hyper Carry, Lost Soul. I know I asked for input. And I would love it. I love input. Leave a comment if you have literally anything to say. But, I'm thinking that that's a reality that's going to be happening sooner rather than later. But we'll find out next time. Thank you all for watching. I hope that you enjoyed. And I will see you as we continue our purge of the living through the 2nd floor with our next battle, Dwarfen Warrior, Elite Dwarven Berserker, Elite Dwarven Alchemist, and a Dwarven Treasurer. I ain't scared. You're scared. Okay, that little golden skull on his head is a little intimidating.